Hey friends, welcome to this Jersey Girls home. I'm Vicky. It's time to go do our monthly shopping. I looked up on a few different websites, different monthly budget costs, and I wasn't really looking for what they suggest because everyone's budget is going to be determinant on their dietary restrictions, household sizes, the economy, as we have found out, your location, and your shopping habits. Obviously not easy to come up with a budget that maybe fits your income because food is so expensive that it is out of reach for a lot of people these days. According to US News, a thrifty budget for a family of four would be about $226.40 per week or $980.90 a month. And I think that's pretty accurate, at least where I live. Then it goes up to a moderate cost being $304.30 or $1,318.80 per month, and a liberal budget of being $1,592.30. It says some other factors to consider that would lower or heighten your budget would be having teenagers. Teenagers really do eat a lot of food and they need it. And then boys eat even more than girls would. Men in general cost more to eat than women. So that brings me to one of my other things that I came across was one adult male would cost about $445, I think that's a month, to feed. And a female would be $385. Right there, you could see okay, we have 5 people, 2 girls, 3 boys. So that's a lot of money, just the boys alone. That brings you to $1,700. And then add in 2 girls. Okay, so you're looking at $2,000 easy. And that, if I'm not super careful, that is very easy to spend for us. So to keep my costs down as much as I can, I try to make as much from scratch as possible. I grow a garden to get as much produce as we can. Usually I do have a lot of extra food, and so I do give that to family and friends that would love it. Right now, since the beginning of the year, I've been doing a once a month shopping, and that has tremendously lowered our bill. Last month, we're Costco executive members, so we get percentages back based on what we spend at the store and on the credit card that comes with it. So last month, we were able to get a huge rewards to help pay for some of our purchases. And so this month we are back to working on a budget. And guess what, guys? I came in under what I thought I would. I am planning $1,500 a month for the 5 of us. That's $300 per person. So I am going to see how that budget works for us. In my shopping, I came in way under budget this month, which is so awesome. And soon our garden will be flourishing and producing a lot of fresh foods. So then that will take off. And now our pantries are super well stocked, even better than they were. I don't know. Our budget could be really, really low. We'll have to find out. But check out what I bought. We are not in desperate need of a lot of things. We're pretty well stocked. So we're going to work on filling in pantry holes and just getting some fresh stuff that we need for the month. It has been working out really well to do this once a month shopping. So we're gonna go do it. We're gonna check out Costco first. Costco is the best grocery store and price-wise works out fantastic buying the bulk shopping here. So let's go. While I'm shopping and loading up my car, I thought we'd have a little chit chat about budgets. So I do think it's really important to every once in a while reevaluate your grocery bills and what you're spending on them. Your budgets that you want to keep, I know that is extremely overwhelming in times of inflation because it's really hard to stay on budget when every month food is going up tremendously. But it is very easy to start buying convenience foods and prepared items when the days are busy and flying by. And trust me, been there, done that. I get it. And I constantly do have to, check myself like, oh, we're buying a lot of ready-made snacks because they're easy to grab and go, right? So it is something that every once in a while when I notice I'm buying a lot of that, I'm like, ooh, we need to come up with another plan here. Not only are these not as healthy as homemade stuff, but they're so expensive. Most ready-made foods are going to cost you about $1 to $2 per item. So here's some perspective on how that adds up. Did a little math for you. So if your items all cost $1, right? And you maybe have 3 items per meal, that's $3 per meal. Doesn't seem that bad, right? But we're a family of 5 that eat 3 meals a day, at least. So 3 meals a day per person is going to be $9. And then when you multiply that by the 5 people in my household, and this is like bare bones, like we eat more than this. That's $45 a day, okay, for 5 people. $45 a day for 30 days is $1,350. Now, add a $2 snack and a $2 dessert each day for 5 people. That right there is $600 per month, 2 items. When you add both of those together, so your snack and dessert with your meals, now you're talking you've spent $1,850 per month on prepared stuff. And it's easy to do. Trust me, it's easy to buy those prepackaged single-serving goldfish and single-serving Oreos, single-serving protein bars. We do it, but we try not to do it for everything. We try to have a little bit so that we have some for those emergency days, but then we limit ourselves so that we're forced to make the rest homemade. And when I say forced, I really do like cooking, so it's really not that bad for me. It would feel bad if I didn't like cooking, but that's life. Sometimes you have to do things you don't like. I don't like to do laundry, but I do it anyway. And those itemized prices that I was giving you as a general assumption, number one, are probably too low for what inflation is giving us. And also, those do not include laundry detergent, toilet paper, medicine, hygiene products, clothing, cleaning products, drinks. I could keep going if you want, but it's not going to make you feel any happier about that. Okay, since we did not need a lot of groceries this month, my kids requested ice cream and mozzarella sticks. And since there were sale prices, I got those. The Elio's Pizza I had coupons for. I wanted to make some Greek food this week, so I wanted to make like a Greek quinoa salad, so I grabbed feta cheese. We love that. Of course, I got a whole chicken. I definitely do that every month. And then got some drumsticks and chicken breasts. We had a pretty good assortment of stuff in our freezer still, and we do have stuff in our downstairs pantry, so this should be enough to get us through the month. And then, of course, my kids like to have a dessert at night, so we have a dessert cabinet and try to put some convenience foods in there for them for when we don't make something. And we did need some Q-tips, so I grabbed those, and I had a coupon for those, which was really nice. Also grabbed little potatoes. I read in a book that if you're going to buy potatoes from a store, that little ones are much more nutrient dense. And they're so much more delicious. So I grabbed those since we won't have potatoes for a while. And then my husband likes to drink tea. We don't drink coffee. I like to make protein bars and protein snacks, but for those days when we haven't gotten to it or we ran out, we have some backup. And those also had I think they were on sale at Costco. Grab some canned chicken breast because that goes well in soups and stuff like that if you're in a hurry. This was on sale and that's a fun one. You can't can that, so you'd have to make it and freeze it. It just doesn't come out as good. Steak strips. I got those maybe last month or the month before, and my family ended up really liking them. So I grabbed that and then I grabbed this one as another option for them. This one's pork. I just thought it would be another fun protein thing when I don't have protein snacks made. And then I've never noticed these sprouted pumpkin seeds at Costco before, but they did have them. So I grabbed them because they go great in granola and salads, stuff like that. Easter is coming, so why not get a nice special treat that's Easter themed? Okay, bananas. We go through a lot of bananas, so this won't be the only time I go to the store for bananas this month, but for now, it will hold us through until we do. I ended up getting Baby Bell cheeses because we really like those. And again, great quick protein snack to have. Got some cheddar ones too. So it's not just the regular Baby Bells. We have a choice between the two. And really cool is I ended up saving BJ's $50.24 in coupons and taking advantage of the sale prices, saving $75.39. Let's go with their instant sales. I saved $20. Not as much as BJ's, but they still have really good prices on a lot of their stuff. Here's a few fresh items: celery and carrots, always good for snacking. And then we got these NB apples. We love those. Got some spaghetti. One is a thin spaghetti, and then I did also get like a regular spaghetti. One of them is from Costco, and one was from BJ's. We had no spaghetti stuff left, so I grabbed those, and that'll stock up our pantry. I think with these mini cucumbers, I think when I bought those, I got the bananas for free actually. But we got a lot of cucumbers because we go through that a lot. I needed to stock up on some brown sugar. So I grabbed 2 bags of that. That'll go in the downstairs pantry. There's that other box of spaghetti. Like I said, one came from Costco and one came from, I think this one came from Costco, and I think the other one was the one at BJ's. And I was like, oh, they're different. Let me grab both. So that's like 16 pounds of pasta, I think. Okay. Italian bread, because my daughter absolutely loves this bread. I'll put this bag of flour that I had a coupon for in the pantry, as well as this protein powder. Again, there was a coupon, so I grabbed that. And look, a new book. I love to read. Frida McFadden is my favorite author. This is my favorite slow cooker, and it was on a clearance out price at Costco, so I grabbed an extra one. Now I'll have this one as an extra. I do a lot of cooking, so it's good to have all that. Some dog treats. I also got some regular white sugar. Organic applesauce. My son likes that. And this is bug spray that uses like essential oils and stuff, and we really like it. It works really good, and that was on sale at Costco. It was a 3. It was like a really great price. We needed some deodorant because no one likes a stinky boy. And like I said, some organic applesauce, almond butter. That works really great to make protein snacks with. I got this mayonnaise. I haven't ever actually had it, but the price was half the price of the other mayonnaise. I've tried the avocado mayonnaise and I just do not like it. And then Go-Gurts, my kids love those. I saw these glazed donuts and thought, well, I'll grab those because they would really enjoy that treat. As well as this cornbread. And then we only needed 1 pack of eggs. We've been eating less eggs lately, so I did not need to buy a lot this time. like you saw in the car, there were other items. Some of them are heavier. They went straight into the garage. They did not even go through the garage to the kitchen and back to the garage. It just was easier. I ended up spending $326.73 at BJ's, $391.97 at Costco, and then a couple days later, I went back to Costco. My family requested, they have a Kirkland oven roasted turkey breast. I went and got a couple of, four of those actually. And I cut one up and put it in the kitchen, and then I put the other three in the freezer. I also picked up brats and Italian sausage, salami, and those club rolls so that they could make like mini hoagies. So they were really happy with that. And that was $121.34. So in total, we came to $840.04 for the month. So that ended up being $659.96 under budget. So I'm really happy with our shopping from this month. We'll have to get some milk and maybe some fresh stuff, but our garden is getting planted and we will have lots of stuff from there coming in very soon. All right, thanks for hanging out with me. Bye.